At the start of last school term, a number of parents raised concerns over the steep hike in fees by some schools. And though the Ministry of Education and Sports warned against this, some schools stuck to their decision. Now, there are schools which have sent letters to the permanent secretary in the Ministry of Education and Sports regarding an increase in school fees for second term. With the high cost of standards of living currently, there are worries that most schools will follow suit.
The ministry has even interfaced with some of these head teachers, but I am not privy to the number of schools that have so far made that application.
The Ministry of Education and Sports has come up with a statutory instrument to regulate school fees.
You have a regulation to enforce. So that statutory instrument has been developed and consultations are going to commence, hopefully in this second term.
The ministry says it has also collected data from 46 districts and more than 6,000 households to assess and determine how school fees and other charges in universal primary and secondary schools are determined, collected, utilized and accounted for.
Even when government says they are contributing through capitation grants, we are aware that what government is contributing is not sufficient to cater for 100% of the school needs.
This follows a number of complaints over fees that are charged in the public schools.
Once we have had all this evidence, as government we shall be able now to find a better financing framework for UPE and USE.
Meanwhile, in order to meet the demands of parents and teachers who have raised queries about the lack of adequate knowledge on the abridged and lower secondary school curriculum, the ministry is preparing to expedite reorientation of teachers. The Education Ministry says it will revise guidelines on gatherings to align them with what the Health Ministry has recommended on the COVID-19 restrictions. Norbert Atkunda, NTV.